Thank you. Casey here. Dan. About time. I'll transfer you to rewrite. You can feed the story right through to them.
Wait, Ed. I've got a tremendous story in very little time. The key man in the whole thing just got off the plane from South America, and I don't want to lose him. Does the name Carl Schumann ring a bell? That's the man. Munitions.
Dan, can't you call him what you got?
Listen, he'll be clearing customs in a few minutes, and I don't want to lose him. I may have to hang up quick.
All right. Get me the file on Carl Schumann. Listen, Dan, the minute you get him settled, get to a telephone, okay?
Yeah. Meanwhile, you'd better start checking on Schumann's local connections. I don't have complete details on the plot. But from what I do know, it may be the biggest and most ambitious thing we've ever seen. Remember, he's the guy who almost got that big shipment of arms through to Castro. Before he found out that Castro was a commie, yeah. Look, I'll stay right on the job like I told you and report in as fast as I can. You get going on your end. Okay. Look, Casey, I can't do much more talking now.
Don't worry, Dan. We'll follow this up all the way. Carl Schumann, right?
Right.
We have a file on him. I'll check it out. Meanwhile, you be careful, understand?
Dan? The guy gets so keyed up, he forgets to hang up the phone. Schumann?
Reads like a romantic novel. I read that last month. Do you remember a female doctor? Elaine Frederick.
Oh, that's where. He's the one got her released from the sanitarium upstate. I remember him. Interesting how he did that. Political right from the top. When he got blocked by civilian red tape, he went military.
It's kind of frightening to think what a promoter like him can do with a member of our own government.
We have a contact, right?
A special agent with nurses training. Dr. Frederick set up a lab for some kind of secret experiment. Several of the girls answered the ad for a part-time nurse, and Christine got the job.
That's good. We're going to need her. Casey here.
Listen, Casey, we just found one of your boys. Dan Carter. In a phone booth at the airport. I'm sorry, Casey, he's had it. Stabbed in the back. He was dead when we found him. You'll notify his folks, huh?
Damn.
What is it?
It's Dan Carter. The police just notified the front office. The poor guy got stabbed in a phone booth at the airport. I should have guessed something was wrong. I thought he forgot to hang up the phone. He couldn't.
It's terrible. Who did it? Schumann?
I don't know. But I'm going to find out. I'm going on this case myself. I'll carry on. But I'm going to lay off most everything I can and follow through on this.
Why don't you stick with editing the newspaper and leave that to the police?
Leave it to the police? Hell, now listen. I'll do it on my own time if I have to. But I am going to follow through on this. Dan was one of my best...
Okay, I understand, but be careful.
All right.
Oh, I thought you'd like to know. It all ties in. Christine just called and wants to report something to headquarters.
From now on, that's me, headquarters. Where do I reach her?
At the hospital. She's working there now. Part of the plan. She'll be there in about an hour.
Bayside?
They know of your experiments?
No.
Elaine, you've done very well. I'll be glad when this ugly business is over.
Hi, Chris. Boy, am I glad to see you. Things are starting to get interesting around here. Dr. Frederick is back, and her boyfriend, Mr. Schumann. Her boyfriend? Well, if he isn't, he should be. I think he's sharp, and from the way she looks at him. Could be. Where's Gail? She went in the other way. She thinks he's evil looking. I got suntan lotion all over him when I shook hands.
Did he say what he was doing here?
No, I didn't get to talk to him. But I guess he's just visiting Dr. Frederick.
I see. Well, I'd better run off. I'll see you later, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
It's hard work. You know, the treatment isn't simple. I want to be sure before I use it on the leader. In order to do that, I must have enough time for experimentation. And the sooner I start, the better. When can we expect our guinea pig to arrive? Today? Tomorrow?
Why? Are you worried?
No, I'm not worried. I'll treat him just like a baby.
This Max Bauer. He is old, arrogant, and very, very clever.
I'm aware of that. Like to see the rest of the house?
Yes, but later. Right now, I'm interested in seeing your laboratory.
There's something I must tell you first, but...
What?
I never told you in my letters the nature of my experiments. Carl, you are not a scientist. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, come on, Elaine. You know I went through the war. There are damn few things I haven't seen.
Come on, then. This is what I'm going to work on Max Bauer.
Well, it's certainly impressive. What are those lights for?
Those are very important to the process. Those are the colors of the spectrum. They affect the larvae in, well, much the same as changes in climate affect us.
What's that?
Well, this is part of the first part of the process.
The second part?
It's behind that door.
Well, let's have a look.
Oh, not now.
Are you afraid to let me see what's behind that door?
If we went in right now, 2 weeks of hard work would be spoiled. All of our plans would be ruined.
Well, that's disappointing.
I keep the cultures in there. Any change in temperature will set us back for months.
I don't understand your process, but that's your business. But I do understand one thing. We may never get another chance.
I know that.
Gail, are you kidding? You're in no shape to go back on duty.
I'm feeling much better.
You're crazy. You know they'll send you right back home.
I'm tired of sitting around. I've got to get busy or I'll go out of my mind.
See, that's what I mean. It's those pills you've been taking.
They need me at the hospital.
Not as another patient. What you need is rest.
Sharon, I can't get Ted out of my mind. I can't believe what happened. I just can't get him out of my mind.
I know. It takes time. I know that if I had received that wire from the War Department, I'd be in the same boat, but...
Please don't talk about it.
Okay, let's go. Whiskey, I sure hope you know what you're doing.
I can't stand it staying here alone.
Why not?
I'm afraid of that woman.
Dr. Frederick? Whatever for?
I just don't trust her or that man.
I think he's sharp.
Did you see the way he looked at me?
I sure wish he'd look at me like that.
Thanks.
How much do they know about me?
Only what I told them.
Do they suspect anything?
Just that you were a doctor, a scientist, and that I trust you.
There is one thing they must never find out.
They know nothing.
They must never find out about my mother.
You mustn't talk of her anymore, understand?
Casey?
In case you're wondering, I used to be with your agency. I pressured them into letting me handle this case. The newspaper was my front, and when they promoted me, I stayed with the newspaper.
You don't have to tell me. The chief already did. Sorry about your friend Tyler. Do you know what this is leading to?
Only that it's big. And until we find out, we'll give Dr. Frederick anything within reason. Did you get it?
From the spare parts department. Want to see it?
What is it?
A hand. There was this accident.
Never mind the details. Anything else about the case you've not mentioned?
No. Dr. Frederick is so busy conning me with the importance of our work and its great benefit to mankind, She almost has me convinced.
Good. Keep me posted.
I told her I had this for her, so I'd better take it back to the house. She seemed desperate.
Be careful. And don't take any unnecessary chances. You're too pretty to be fed to those cultures you told me about.
Don't worry, she needs me. I'll let you know if anything happens.
Right.
Well, I better be getting over to my hotel. I'm sorry I didn't get to meet your assistant, Christine.
That's all right. You can meet her later. I told Hans to wait in the car for you. He can drive you to the hotel. I'll call you there later.
Oh, fine.
Get me the rubber gloves, please, Christine.
There they are.
Ew. It's so warm today. My hands are so sticky. It's no good, Christine. It's not enough.
I know, Doctor, but I did the best I could.
I know you did. But you know how serious it is. We're going to lose that whole batch unless we get a whole lot more. We're going to have our first experiment and treatment tomorrow. We've just got to be ready.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I'll try it again. You know how anxious I am to help. Imagine we'll strike the first blow against the aging process. Posterity will be in our debt.
Oh, yes, that's right, yes. Now, I think you'd better hurry back to the hospital before they get suspicious.
Doctor, I won't let you down.
I know. Remember, we're making the dead serve the living. Now hurry.
Look, Daddy, I don't have to wear my eye patch anymore.
That's wonderful.
We'll see you next week, okay? Bye-bye now.
Yes. Miss Powell, telephone.
Hello?
This is Ed Casey.
Hello. It wasn't enough. She wants a lot more. In fact, well, she wants a whole one.
You're kidding.
That's not all. I think the house is being watched. So if we pull this off, we'll have to make it look legit.
How soon does she need it?
Like yesterday. I've got an idea. I know it seems crazy, but so does this whole case.
Tell me, I'm ready for anything now.
Well, there is this patient who died, Mrs. Lustig.
Do you know how to get to...
No.
Taking one of the patients for a walk today?
No.
Oh, her glasses are falling off.
Never mind. I'll take care of it. Thank you.
God, this should give you the willies.
What?
Theft of body admitted by North Dade Hospital. Name of deceased being withheld pending investigation by police and county health authorities.
That happened just before 3 o'clock. Must have been right after we left.
The cadaver disappeared from the hospital's morgue sometime during the late afternoon hours. Police speculate that bizarre crime is the work of a psychopath.
That's right. Cut through the last tendon. I appreciate your help, Hans. We have so little time.
I didn't mind. I know the work that you and Dr. Frederick are doing is very, very important. There, that's it.
It looks like a clean cut.
No, not yet.
Poor Mrs. Lustig. I hope she doesn't mind leaving her body to science.
Try not to think about it.
I guess you were right, Hans. What is done is done.
I'll take this to the processing room and we'll hang the parts later.
I'll finish up in here.
Sit. 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 Come on. They've got you so spoiled. No kidding. Who feeds them the hamburger? You are not an ordinary mutt. I wonder what they do in that laboratory. They always keep the door locked. I think they make corn liquor. Don't be serious.
Must be Chris. Maybe she's forgotten her key.
Mm-hmm. She comes in the kitchen door.
You better answer it. I look terrible.
Okay.
It's all right, Sharon. I'll get it. Say, who are you?
I'm Benito Perez.
I didn't invite you in, Mr. Perez.
What kind of house is this you're running here?
You get out of here before I call the police.
You do that and we'll both be in trouble.
What do you mean?
I came to see the house. I want to see everything.
There's nothing here to see.
Didn't Carl Schumann tell you about me?
No. It's all
You
right,
wait
girls.
outside.
There's nothing to worry about.
You stay there. Wait. I want to talk to you in private.
It's a pretty stupid thing to do to come barging in here like that. Those girls don't know anything about my work.
I'm sorry, but it's my duty, and I will kill anyone who interferes.
I don't care about your duty. Max Bauer is just a prelude. I assure you he will be perfectly safe here.
That is exactly why I am here for. Now, will you show me the house?
Yes, of course.
Hey, who are you?
Jose.
I'm Sharon. Hey, what's going on, What do they want Dr. Frederick for?
Don't ask me. I just follow orders.
Would you like something to drink?
I can't leave my post right now, but maybe later, huh?
Hold it.
What is this, Armando? Put the gun away. Take the senorita upstairs. I'm sorry, Mr. Schumann. Now we can talk.
I suggest you leave this house immediately.
You're talking to the wrong man. It is the wish of our commander.
He told you to come here?
I've been in communication with him. Do you think I'm lying?
You're putting all of us in danger coming into the house this way.
Don't worry about it. I'm not a watchdog.
Then what about her?
It's not forever. Don't worry, my friend.
Will you excuse us for a few minutes? I'd like to talk to Mr. Schumann alone.
What did you do with the girl?
She's in her room. I don't like this. Something is wrong.
It's obvious why they're here.
To make trouble.
No. Max Bauer is due to arrive, and very soon.
You think so?
I can almost count the hours.
Well, what would you do if you're not prepared?
Just trust me.
I'm not polite. I come to the point.
What do you mean?
I want to see your laboratory. Where is
That's
it?
absolutely impossible.
Please, don't make trouble.
My laboratory is private.
I demand to see it.
I personally checked the laboratory, and everything is in order.
Still, I want to see it.
You come into my house acting like a raving maniac, frightening the girls. Now you want to disturb my laboratory? Well, my answer is no, and that is final.
I am only here trying to do my job.
And I have my job to do.
That's correct.
Yes. And if you don't like it, there will be no treatment.
Senorita, please be reasonable.
And you can tell your leader or commander there'll be no operation.
All right, then. Then we'll forget about it. If Schumann thinks it's all right, then it's all right.
And I don't want any disturbance from your men either.
I'll see to it. I'm very anxious about this senorita. The revolution. It's very important.
I'll do my part. Come on. I'm going to need you.
I will be watching you for security reasons. Everyone will be confined to this house.
Furchtbar.
I never said the process was pretty.
I know I'm seeing it, but it's impossible to believe. Human flesh.
Of course. You know I've been working for years. Developing, breeding, conditioning these maggots.
What is this?
It's a special breed of Califora. They feed on human flesh. Here. There. See the little hooks around his mouth? They clamp under the flesh while they are feeding.
Oh, then these are the...
The same ones we are going to use on the commander.
Then this is the special batch for Max Bauer.
But I'm going to mix it with some of these maggots, you know, for the rejuvenation.
You really think it'll work?
I'm positive. Come on.
Dr. Frederick, Mr. Schumann.
I'm here, Sharon. Dr. Frederick's still in the laboratory. Sit down.
They told us to call the hospital and report sick.
Don't be so upset. Now, what's bothering you?
Well, what's happening? They don't tell us. They just won't let us leave the house.
Oh, it's not that bad. What happened to your girlfriend?
Gail, she's up in her room. She's scared to death. She thinks they're all going to get killed. I'm kind of scared, too. They all carry guns and knives.
No, these men are not as bad as you think. They're only doing their job.
But that's just it. What is their job? What's going on?
Well, we are conducting a very critical experiment. Secrecy is very important, and a lot of important people are involved. Now, these men are not as bad as you think they are. In fact, I kind of think you like that Jose a little bit.
Well, he is kind of nice. But he is one of the ones that are help holding us prisoners.
Well, it will all be over before you know it. Ready to go back in the house?
Here's Jose now. Why don't you two young people run along?
I think it's time we two have a talk. We do not trust each other, eh?
We do not think alike, and we do not act alike.
You are a strange man. At home in so many countries.
And you, too ambitious to serve any man.
Our commander is just not any man. He is our leader. I'm going to help him sow the seeds of revolution. He has appointed me to take charge of part of the United States.
I know this too well. You are not my choice, but there are strange bedfellows in this business.
This Dr. Frederick, what do you know about her?
She's loyal to our cause, and she's a great scientist.
Have you known her very long?
She's one of my countrymen.
That is not what I've asked.
She's also a friend, but I've known her for perhaps a year.
That's not too long. Do you think she can be trusted with such a big responsibility?
That's not my decision to make. But she is a fine doctor.
So?
I would trust her with my life.
Oh, well, it's time for me to go. We'll talk again. Right now, it's time for me to pick up Max Bauer. Of course, you know Carl Schumann.
Carl, it is good to see you again.
It's good to see you, Max.
Putting myself in your hands, Carl, I hope they are capable hands.
Of course.
Well, there's no sense in wasting any time.
He's right. Dr. Frederick's waiting for you in the laboratory, if you'll just come with me.
Good.
Where is Armando?
He's upstairs watching the girl.
I think I better go up and check up on her.
Come on, let's go and get a Coke. I don't understand why you got mixed up in all these things. I don't even know what things I'm talking about, but I wish I did.
All right, I'll tell you then. It's all part of a big revolution in South America. It's very big. I'm getting paid lots of money for it. Does that satisfy you?
Uh-uh.
If they knew I even told you that much, they'd kill me.
You're putting me on. I knew that much already.
Who from?
Besides, I wouldn't tell anyone.
Why do you want to know?
Well, because I like you, and I don't want to see you get into any trouble.
I kind of like you, too. Hey, what's the matter?
I guess I had you figured wrong.
Why, because I got fresh?
Yes, just because you got fresh.
What if I told you I loved you? Would that make a difference?
It might. But I'd have to believe it.
Ah, you women are all the same. You just want to hook some poor guy for life. You know, I get lots of money when this is over with, if everything goes right. How would you like me to come back and get you?
What for?
We'll travel for 6 months, see some of the world, have kicks, just the two of us.
And then what?
Then I'll have to look for another revolution.
Why did they pay you so much money? Who do you have to kill?
No one yet. They think I have. Well, anyway, I can't make any plans till it's all over with.
Why don't you get out now while you can?
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. They'd kill me. Hey, what are you trying to do, convert me or something?
Gee, it must be wrong what you're doing, or you tell me what it's all about.
You know, not too far from here, there's a ship loaded with guns and ammunition, waiting for us.
That's enough. I just wanted to see if you trusted me.
up to her room. What's the matter with her?
Hysterical. Second time this week.
I'll take care of that. Amado! What's the matter with her? What's this all about?
She's been taking too many barbiturates and sedatives along with drinking. Her boyfriend died recently in the Far East. The poor child is having terrible nightmares.
I've just been upstairs looking in at your patient. Still sleeping.
Thank you, Carl.
Doctor, when can I see the patient? I want to know his progress.
I'm going to look in on him right now. Sharon, will you come with me?
Investigation into the death of Don Carter continues today. The body of the newspaper reporter and columnist was found stabbed to death in a telephone booth at International Airport. Carter had just returned from an assignment in South America that took him to several nations where there had been recent outbreaks of violence. His newspaper will not report further details of his activities while out of the country, but reliable sources report Carter had joined the revolutionary movement and uncovered information that might have caused his death.
These Americans, they're all dreamers. They want to rule the world.
It looks like the operation is sort of a fountain of youth, a facelift. But why all this secrecy?
You know, it doesn't sound like something Carl Schumann would get mixed up with. There's got to be more.
Why don't you make a call? You know, put a little pressure on the fact that the car was last seen at the airport where Dan was killed. And don't talk to anyone but Dr. Frederick.
I've been dying to get in there. See you later.
Is he all right? Have you seen his face yet?
Please don't worry, Carl.
I have to know if the treatment is going to work.
Yes, of course. The chance of failure is only about 1 in 10. Have you seen Christine yet?
No, I stood at the window and watched.
If she doesn't get back pretty soon, we'll be in serious trouble.
Why must it be human flesh? What's wrong with animal?
Just take my word for it. I haven't got time to explain it all to you now.
Then we have no alternative.
If she doesn't get back soon, I don't know what I'll do. I can't send Gail.
Then what made her so hysterical?
I really don't know.
Do you suppose that she has gone into the laboratory?
That explains it. That must be exactly what happened. My God, Carl, if she broke into that laboratory...
Is there anything wrong?
No, but... No, nothing's been disturbed. But as long as we're here, I'd better check the culture.
What's the matter?
It happened sooner than I thought it would.
What?
This batch of California is starting to go. So will the one on Max.
Oh, no. Well, it can't be. Are you sure?
Yes. The human can only be dead for a few hours. Oh, Carl, it's hopeless.
I'll go to the hospital myself.
Oh, don't be silly. I'm sorry. Well, in a few minutes, we'll know whether we've won or lost our gamble.
We won't lose. I've never seen that before.
What?
The chin. That's better. Come on, let's get back in the house.
Casey here. Hello, Chris? What happened? Another one? Listen, you don't know the trouble I had over the last body. This whole thing is bizarre. Crazy. What the hell am I doing? Helping you steal bodies for a mad woman who gets treated like she's a witch doctor. I'm sorry, Christine. No, I just blew my top a little. Listen, this group is, well, if they killed Dan, they'd stop at nothing. Now, you wait there and I'll pick you up. Then we'll decide what we're going to do about it. All right?
Benito.
My patience is just about to end. How soon am I going to see Max Bauer?
We all have a long wait, and there's no other way. Dr. Frederick is upstairs now removing the bandages. When she does, you'll have your look at Max Bauer.
It's beyond my imagination how it works.
And mine. I don't pretend to understand. All I know is that it does work.
Well, let's go up there right now.
Wait. Don't interrupt her. Well, let me see if I can expedite it. You wait here.
Dr. Frederick, I congratulate you. You are a very smart woman.
Thank you very much.
What you have done is a miracle. How you can make a man so young, I do not know.
Do you realize what we can do for our commander and for the revolution?
I cannot believe my eyes. It is as if God had turned back the clock.
Well, I'll need a few more days before you contact your people.
I'm afraid there is no time left.
What do you mean? You can't rush Dr. Frederick. This treatment takes much preparation, great skill.
Sorry, it's not for me to say.
I'll go with you. I can explain it to them.
It's much too late.
Why is it too late?
Our commander is only a few hours from here.
You must explain it to him. I need more time.
He will have to see for himself. I'm sorry. I must go quick.
Wait. At least give the doctor a few hours.
Senor, you worry too much. I'm sure you'll find a way.
We have to have more time. They just don't understand. What are we going to do? It's too soon yet to tell whether his face will hold or not.
Well, there's no sense in us worrying about it. If necessary, let's try the patio.
Could I have a glass of water? Thank you. Do you think that I am handsome?
Yes, very handsome.
Ah, that deserves a kiss.
Hey, now, Mr. Bauer, you're supposed to rest.
It has been a long time since I have seen such a pretty Fräulein.
Mr. Bauer, you're hurting me.
Perhaps you deserve to be hurt a little. You know, when I was a young man, as I am again, the girls enjoyed being hurt.
Dr. Frederick!
I told you not to scream!
She's dead. Sharon's dead. He killed her.
Don't you realize you just killed the second in command of the entire movement?
He had it coming. I should have made him suffer, that bastard. She was just a kid. She never did anything to anybody.
Bah. She had you conned. Listen, kid.
No. I thought so at first, but no, she was just a kid.
I ought to blow your brains out. Wake up. Forget that girl. Maybe I can help you. You'll need some help when Benito finds out about this.
What are we gonna do about this?
Well, the first thing we can do about this is get rid of the body. Give me a sheet.
Yes, what is it?
I'm Virginia Day from the newspaper. Don't mean to force my way in, but I'm looking for someone.
I'm afraid you've come at a very bad time.
I'm looking for Carl Schumann.
There's no one here by that name.
You may as well tell me the truth, Dr. Frederick. I know you met him at the airport.
That's impossible.
Is your license number 1W193305? Is that correct?
I wouldn't know. I would have to check. Well, I suppose so. What are you interested in it for?
I can't tell you that, but it's very important that I see him. You were at the airport yesterday.
Well, yes. Yes, I was. I drove a friend to catch a plane.
Carl Schumann was seen entering your car by one of the porters. We have a very good description.
Why'd we bring her here?
This is the safest place to hide her.
What kind of room is this?
Just a laboratory. Here, get yourself cleaned up before somebody sees you. I'm going back to that room.
Wait a minute. I think I know exactly what happened.
Then you can help me.
There was a car identical to mine parked just in front of us.
It wouldn't have the same number.
Well, perhaps the porter just gave you the wrong number.
Did you see a man enter the car?
No, I wasn't paying that much attention.
Maybe if I gave you the description.
Look, I don't like to seem rude, but I really must be getting back to my work.
Look, this is important.
What has he done? Are the police looking for him or someone?
No, but whenever he turns up, something usually happens. I'd just like to interview him.
I understand. You have your job to do. I wish I could help, but I suggest you go someplace else.
Well, thanks anyway. You've been so much help.
Thank you. Good night.
Where's Jose?
Jose? I don't know. Is he upstairs?
No, he's not upstairs.
Oh, he's probably with that girl. I saw them together about 10 minutes ago.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm afraid your friend is in love.
That damn Jose is going to get us into a lot of trouble one of these days with his women.
Where are you going now?
I'm going to go upstairs, keep an eye on her.
What's wrong?
I can't stay here.
Get control of yourself.
Benito will kill me.
Nobody is going to kill you.
You don't know Benito.
There's his car now. All right, just get out of sight and keep out of sight. My commander, we've been anxiously awaiting your arrival. Max Bauer's treatment is completed and successful. Would you like to see him?
Nine. Benito told me it was a great success. But every moment is precious. Let's get on with it.
As you wish, sir. If you just follow me, all is prepared in the laboratory.
Hey, that woman upstairs, I think you better come.
Are you comfortable?
Thanks to you, within a year I'll free the world. Doctor, do the straps have to be so tight?
I'm terribly sorry. I know how terribly uncomfortable you must feel, but it's very important.
What is that?
Oh, just alley cats and trash cans.
What are you doing? The face. It was supposed to be the face.
The commander will look very strange with a young face and old hands. There. I'll be back in a moment. Do you mind if you lift your head a moment, please? There we go. That's my mother. She's very beautiful, isn't she?
Yeah, she was a good German woman.
Yes, she was at Camp Ravensbrück.
She was in the service of the Third Reich, no?
Oh, yes, she was in the service of the Third Reich. As a guinea pig for this treatment.
Nonsense. What we were doing at Ravensbrück was for medical science and for the glory of the Third Reich.
And this one is for democracy.
Are you insane? Carl! Benito! I had nothing to do with it. It was Eichmann and Goebbels.
No, it was you. Only you.
Nein! Carl!
Doctors!
Carl!
Butchers!
Carl!
Maniacs! Remember, dear Fuhrer, this is all in the interest of medical science. Now you're going to get what you gave.
Carl! Benito!
I do hope you're enjoying yourself.
He's hit. See what you can do, Chris. How bad is it?
No, don't go in. Let her finish. It's the best thing I ever did.
Did you plan it this way?
Everything but this.
No one will ever believe this story.
Be alone while you die. Mother and I will stay right here with you. Of course, we're not all Aryans, but we're the best you have. What's the matter? Don't you like my little maggots? Oh, well, I understand. Mother didn't like them very much either.